Oakley dokley. Back to Morrowind. If you hear a gremlin in the background complaining about how back in the day they used to play with controllers and that was perfectly fine, don't pay her no heed. Why do I have a shield of wounds? Oh man, should I even have that? Just go throw it on the ground. Just toss it in the dirt. Oh, okay. Last we were playing, we had become Hortator, and now we need to go talk to some healer for the High Fane in Vivek. You get further into the ground every time I talk to you, man. Silt Strider guy ain't doing so odd. Alright, first of Almora. Be at 50 FPS. Then Vivek.
Why walk when you can ride?
Why ride when you can walk? So where is the High Fane, and how do I find the healer for him? I'm not super sure. Excuse me. Doo-doo. Music's a little low. Bring that up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. The temple? Temple would make sense. So let's look at that. I should speak with the healer of the High Fane of Vivek, Danso in Duels. Where and who is that? How? How? Present himself to the healer of the High Fane of Vivek. And then necessary arrangements be made, but... Fucking... how? Present himself in secret to Archcanon Saryoni and the Archcanon's private quarters in the High Fane of Vivek. In the High Fane of Vivek? What is a High Fane? The only thing I could think of is that would be a temple. Who's the Ministry of Truth? Oh, it's labeled High Fane on the map here. Alright. That's it. Just gonna have a couple of combat musics happen here. This does look kind of sick. Excuse me, you're being very rude. What are these? Fire petals and coat of flowers. So is this their god killing a fucking skulk beetle? Apologies, they are kind of annoying, but I don't feel like this is worthy of a statue. Also, why is the spear so detailed but the rest of him isn't? Like, is that literally just an ebony spear model that they just scaled up for the statue? God damn it, Bethesda, fuck. Also, coat of flowers, while looking really cool, have the worst things in the game to be putting here as like a thing of offer. I'm looking for some asshole named Indules. Not you. Not you. Not you. Wait, Saroni? I guess it's someone else. Unlocked.
Greetings, Outlander.
Greetings, Outlander. Where's the healer? None of you guys are named in duels. Did I miss him? Tyrannus? Orin? Hey, do you know about, yeah, cool. Do you know about a man named Indules at all? No? Hey, do you know anything about a man named Indules? No? How about you? No? How about you? Maybe he hangs outside? Thank you for coming, Regnerson. You know the temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine. Perhaps it is time to change that doctrine. Wait a fucking... So you were the guy I was meant to come here to talk to? Why are you telling me to talk to a fucking healer and to get a secret meeting arranged? Like, I couldn't find the guy. There's 2 people trying to kill me, and I walked into your office. This isn't a secret meeting at all. All right, what's up with the temple's doctrine? It is most unfortunate that you have killed more of the temple's faithful ordinators. It is not that you were unprovoked. What? What? I have not killed a single... Oh shit, are they talking about the dudes in the Temple of Sheogorath? The Golden Hand guys that were out there? Ah, oh, shit, fuck. I totally did kill them. But none of the guards gave a shit about that. Like, nobody's told me I have a bounty. That's weird. But the fact that you do not make more of an effort to spare the lives of these earnest, innocent servants of the temple that disturbs us. Surely it is within your power to avoid them, or avoid killing them. What do you have to say to that? I mean, okay, I will apologize and promise to avoid bloodshed. I mean, I am doing that. I've been jumping over these people for a while now. Thank you. I know these are just words, and it is naive to trust words. I legitimately have not killed an ordinator in this city, no matter how much they fucked with me. Armigers? If you're referring to the people at the Sheogorath place that I think were like Golden Hand ordinators or something, then yeah, I killed them. They fucking tried to kill me. I would talk to them and they would be like, oh, you prepare to die. Okay, I believe we are ready to discuss changing the temple's doctrine concerning the Nerevarine prophecies and your claim to them. All right, lay it on me, brother. You're the one they call the Nerevarine. You are a heretic, and all who support you are heretics. You may think imperial law protects heretics, and you may be right, but some of the temple faithful care little for imperial law. Okay. Temple doctrine. The temple must protect the people from false doctrines, and your association with Imperial intelligence makes your motivations and integrity suspect. But you have been chosen Horditor in Nerevarine by the Dunmer people, and we have reached a crisis with Dagoth-Ur. We can no longer defend the people against the awakened 6th house. You and your prophecies may represent our last hope. Our situation is desperate. What do hey, I am like recording, right? All right, sick. Our situation is desperate, but I would rather have you hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to that situation. From Lord Vivek himself, he has asked to see you. Would you agree to a private meeting with him and hear in person what he has to say? I mean, like, sure, I can go there myself. I've already done it. I read his diary and everything. Sure, I'll meet with Vivek. Here are 2 keys, one to the private back entrance to my quarters, the other to a locked entrance to Lord Vivek's palace. I regret that, at present, the Ordinators are not completely under my control, so for now, I'll ask you to avoid confrontations with them. Lord Vivek is expecting you. His lordship is remarkably patient, but perhaps it would be better to not keep him waiting. Alright, 2 keys. Nothing else I can really ask him. Sick. Oh, actually, what can you tell me about Vivek? What's up with him? Vivek was the most gallant knight and the most subtle rogue of the First Council. That tells me nothing. Also, music, you need to calm the fuck down for a second. Calm the fuck down. Alright, I'll use your door. Oh shit, that might have been a little easier. Well, how do I leave now? How do I get out of here? I could have just gone back. I feel like I could have just walked out the front door. Alright, secret palace entrance. I'm literally stronger than your gods. secret palace entrance. I guess they mean don't go in through the front door, but it sure is unlocked. What's up, brother? Huh. I remember this room being bigger. Should I go read his diary again, or fucking? What you want, dude? You're very half and half, you know. You don't have to keep like. Really, that animation's just gonna keep looping, is it? You sit down for a second, then you stretch your legs, and you go right back up. Okay. Cool. Sick. I expected you. We have business, you and I. Do we? When I was young like you, I was very impatient, so I will keep our business short. Then, later, there may be time for other things. First, I propose to remove my curse upon the Nerevarine, end the persecution of the dissident priests, and proclaim to all Morrowind that Grugnerson is the incarnate and Nerevarine, the prophesied savior of Morrowind and the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagoth and the Sixth House. These things I will do, whether you wish or not. What's your curse upon the Did I miss something? Should I know what his curse upon Nerevarine is? Do you remember? Now she's crying over there. All right. And the persecution of the dissident priests. Yeah, that's cool. Proclaiming the incarnate. That sounds sick. Next, I propose to surrender to you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagoth. You may choose to refuse. I will not compel you. You will receive the power as a gift, in the form of an artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept the gift, then do with it as you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give your oath, then keep it, or break it as you like. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift? I mean, I see no reason not to. Yeah, I accept it. Good. Sensible of you. And now, will you give your oath before all gods and men, before all spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagoth and the preservation of Morrowind and its people? What does that mean? The preservation of Morrowind and its people. Do you mean just physically from Dagoth himself? Or are you trying to like force me into a longer term thing? I mean, I do like when people give me gifts. That sways me quite strongly. Yeah, you seem like a cool dude. You float and you gave me a belt? I don't know, it's called Wraithguard. I just think it's a belt. Yeah, so I swear. Not very sensible, but very good. I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitations about making such an oath. You will now have a brief, momentary sensation of time passing. Don't be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. It will be over before there is a brief sensation of motion in total darkness, floating but without a sense of weight or direction. You know it. Now, I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. We have time for questions, if you like. Or you may leave, as you wish. But I think there are at least two things you ought to know before you leave. How to use Wraithguard, and how to defeat Dagoth. Okay, sure. How do I defeat Dagoth? To defeat Dagoth, go to Red Mountain to recover the artifact Hammer Sunder. Oh, I'm sorry, artifact Hammer Sunder from Gate Citadel, the Minnel. Then recover the artifact blade Keening from Gate Citadel, Odrosal. Then proceed with Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to the Citadel of Dagoth. Within the Citadel, find the Heart of Lorcan. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Dagoth's connection to the heart, and he will be destroyed, and the blight ended on Morrowind. To destroy Dagoth, you must sever his connection with the Heart of Lorcan. To do this, strike the heart with the artifact Hammer Sunder once, then strike the heart more than once with the artifact blade Keening. You must wear Wraithguard because you cannot handle either Sunder or Keening unless you are wearing Wraithguard. That is the short, simple explanation. Here is the long, detailed explanation, written down for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. Hey, what's up with the Red Mountain? In my library, I have made available 2 conflicting accounts of the events of Red Mountain. My own true account, and another false account, common among the Ashlanders, and preserved in the Apocrypha. I don't care whether you believe my account or not. I leave it up to you to judge which is true. What's your library? I want your trust and willing cooperation, so I've had the priests make copies of a number of documents. They're here for you to read or take with you. Take a look at them. Help yourself. Those are the documents that I saw before, when I first broke into this place. So he already had them made when I first arrived. Okay, sure, fine. I guess he didn't want to talk to me until I had become the auditor and all that. Council? You need to know. Where is Dagoth? What are Dagoth's plans? Who are Dagoth's servants? Who is Dagoth? What are Dagoth's powers? What is known about Dagoth's defenses? How can I prepare for battle against Dagoth? Who can help? Now, I don't really need to know anything. I think I can just go in there and whack him a couple times and he'll probably die. I guess I gotta hit the heart. Where is he? Dagoth has never ventured out of the Heart Chamber, the place under Red Mountain where the heart of Lorcan lies. It is there, or nearby, that he is constructing a new god, Akulakan, also known as Second Numidium. Numidium? Numidium, whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay. What are Dagoth's plans? We know nothing for sure, but we have learned much from interrogating Sixth House cultists and victims of dream compulsions. And from our study of Dagoth's actions, the temple scholars and inquisitors have prepared a document, Dagoth's plans, that summarize what we know or suspect. Take this copy. It's also available in my library. Who are Dagoth's servants? Chief among his servants are his 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful heart-wights and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but always are revived at the heart. Somehow, Dagoth has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them, or perhaps they sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. Who is Dagoth? Dagoth is the former Lord High Counselor of House Dagoth. He was of Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears, by turns, lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. Yeah, seems. I mean, it's turning people into like fucking elephants. Elephant faces. Ain't right. What are his powers? He is able to send his mind into the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances. The victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh, and the flesh of his followers, evolves towards a mutable magical form. Dagoth in the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. Very what's the disease guy from 40K? Nurgle? Very Nurgle. His defenses. Confer with the Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers, garrisoning Ghostgate, for the latest information about the defenses of the citadels of Dagoth and his heart-white kin. How can I prepare? Prepare for war. Beyond the Ghost Fence, there are no safe places, no allies. Stockpile resources, plan for retreat and replenishment, quest for artifacts of power. What's up with Dagoth? No, I already said that. Who can help? Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers, stationed at Ghostgate, have the most practical knowledge of the nightmare world inside the Ghost Fence. Seek them in my name for counsel and aid. I mean, sure, if you say so. I don't think I mean, like, I might need to make some more healing potions, but otherwise I should be fine. No, I've got 57 healing potions. Maybe some fatigue. I'm fine. All right, so what's this? Plan to defeat Dagother. For the past 20 years, the Tribunal have tried unsuccessfully to execute this plan. Also, so far, Omalexi is a bitch. I say that in all senses of the word. She's nasty. She has, well, I mean but she asked me to, created an endless sandstorm over the people of what's the place? Mournhold? City of Light and City of Magic. In order to show her power, which it was false in the end. It was she simply had like a battery and I plugged it in. The other guy, the Sith of Civi. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, no, I have no fucking clue what's up with that guy. I don't know where he is. I don't know. I don't care. He has not fucked with me so far, so that's cool. This Vivek dude has floated and made me read a lot, so he's not too great on the he's not too great in the list either. But he also hasn't like threatened me, so that's cool. However, we failed because we were required to stage an assault and simultaneously maintain the ghost fence to prevent the threatened large-scale breakout of Dagothar's blighted hosts. With the Nerevarine leading the assault and the Tribunal free to devote their full energies to maintaining the ghost fence, this plan has a greater chance of success. Unfortunately, however, scroll down. The loss of the artifacts Sunder and Keening and the recent increase in Dagothar's strength poses new problems for the execution of the plan. Therefore, our proposed plan has the following 5 phases. A series of aggressive raids to scout inside the ghost fence. I've scouted the inside of the ghost fence. I have leapt through and over this place. It's not very big. It doesn't seem to be a huge deal. There's some titty ring demons and some cliff racers, but it's not so bad. A series of aggressive raids to neutralize Dagothar's ash vampire kin and recover artifacts from the bodies of his kin. An assault of Gate Citadel Viminal to neutralize Dagoth Vimin and recover the artifact hammer Sunder. An assault of Gate Citadel Odrosal to neutralize Dagoth Odros and recover the artifact blade Keening. And 5th, an assault of Citadel Dagoth with the artifacts Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to sever Dagothar's connection to the heart of Lorcan, and thus to destroy Dagother. Who's Lorcan? Do you know who Lorcan is?
Yes.
Is he a god? Should I know it? Is he the guy that got eaten and then shit out, and he became god of the orcs? That's a funny one. This is a funny one. Who's Lorcan? Do you think you shouldn't tell me? Like, it might be a spoiler?
It's not a spoiler, it's just a long story, and you're better off diving into some lore outside of...
Alright. Phase 1. Raids, and this is going to be a fuck ton of reading. Raids inside the ghost fence. The Tribunal, Ordinators, and Buoyant Armigers. Or do you think it's Armigers? Yeah, I mean, I'm the first one to ever read this, so it's whatever I say with the terrain, and will provide maps and current intelligence reports. The region inside the ghost fence is dangerous, and the Nerevarine will need to be familiar with its particular challenges. No, I won't. After measuring skills and resources against Dagothar's defenses, the Nerevarine will know better how to pace a campaign, alternating raids with improving skills, getting better equipment, and stockpiling the resources. No, I won't. I will hop, skip, and jump from one place to the other, take like maybe half my health bar and damage across the sum total of all of those. I will be chugging potions and like practically invincible with my nuts out. I am gonna be fine. My Dwemer helm of wounding, my hair shirt, and pauldrons are gonna be just okay. I might lose my shoes. That would be devastating. I would have to leave to go get new shoes. Phase 2. Raids upon Ash Vampire Citadels. Dagoth-Urs can become markedly more powerful in recent decades, after remaining stable for thousands of years. Motherfuckers, y'all have had this problem for thousands of years? Just have a guy drink intelligence potions and then make some, like, how am I the first not idiot in this place? No wonder I'm the Nerevar. Everyone else here is stupid. I am the Nerevar. If anyone goes into that Nerevarine, whatever. If anyone goes into my house, like, and looks inside the basement, they would implode. They would like they can't comprehend the power that I have, like, in that dirty ass fucking basement. All these Telvanni wizards and their fucking weird ass mushroom towers, like, we don't have stairs, you have to fly to get up here. I'm like, go into my basement, there's 500 million gold worth of potions laying on the ground because I decided that was too good.
What these gods are thinking about you, though.
That's what they think about me?
Like, you're scrub. The Vivek. Vivek's like, look at this scrub.
I could drink one of my fortified strength potions and sit on Vivek and turn him into, like, not a pancake, but a two-dimensional piece of information. He will cease to have biology.
He already is.
He already is? He already is, alright. If they can be individually isolated and destroyed, they will not be able to support Dagoth-Ur in later stages of the war. There will be no stages. What is this? This is implying a much longer thing than this is.
To make a plan. They didn't know if you were gonna show.
Well, no, they thought that Erevarine would come up, but they thought I'd be a fucking wimp. It may also be that the dramatic increase in their power comes from items enchanted by Dagoth-Ur. I mean, yeah, that would make sense if I was an all-powerful sorcerer and I had vampire sons. I'd deck them out in some cool shit. Salvage of such items might contribute to our resources. Phase 3, Assault on Gate Citadel. Vemenal. Essential to recover the artifact Hammer Sunder for Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Venom has possession of Sunder, and probably seeks to discover the secrets of its enchantments. He may also have access to notebooks and journals of Kagranak that have survived in the Dwemer workshops of Vemenal. Isn't Kagranak the one that dwarf in the Corpus place was talking about? How he was possibly the reason that everybody disappeared?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that I found him. That was really neat, seeing a Dwemer. It's kind of, without fanfare, you finding the last living Dwemer.
Yeah, no, I liked it more when it seemed to need to hype it up.
Well, it's also kind of weird because, like, you were the only one, like, taking a day trip at the time. All the other Dwemer were in this plane. You were the only one hopping about in a different realm at the time. Seems a little weird. He's not what I thought they would be, you know. He's got spider legs. Phase 4, did I already read this? Or is... no. Phase 4, Assault on Gate Citadel Odrosal. Essential to recover the artifact blade Keening for Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Odros has possession of Keening, and probably seeks to discover the secrets. It's like the exact same thing as the other one. Assault on Citadel Dagoth. All the previous stages are preparations for this stage. Recent expeditions show that Citadel Dagoth has undergone extensive expansion. The location will need to be explored carefully. The known route to the Heart Chamber will be well defended. Alternative routes may exist. Dagoth-Ur will have anticipated our plan to destroy him by attacking the Heart, and he will almost certainly personally oppose approach to the Heart Chamber. Together, the Tribunal could not defeat him, and he has grown stronger since then. Admittedly, the Tribunal had the distraction of maintaining the Ghost Fence simultaneously with fighting Dagoth, but even so, the challenge seems daunting. I'll whack him. I'll just give him a bonk on the head. He'll go arg and lay on the ground, and I'll walk on past, as they do. The adoption of this phased campaign seems to offer the best chances for success. In retrospect, the Tribunal's decision to directly assault Citadel Dagoth rather than proceed step by step through lesser objectives must be seen to have been a serious error. The Tribunal did not feel it had the option of a slow-paced and deliberate campaign, given that they had many other competing priorities, not the least of which was the maintenance of the Ghost Fence and the outer defenses surrounding Red Mountain. The Nerevarine, on the other hand, should be best served by a careful, step-by-step advance, with the additional advantage of building confidence along the way, while successes would undermine Dagoth's own assurance in his defenses. Employing Kagranek's tools against Dagoth. The source of Dagoth's supernatural power is the Heart of Lorcan. The Heart is also the source of the Tribunal's divine powers. During mythic times, the gods took and hid Lorcan's heart beneath Red Mountain as a punishment for creating the mortal plane. Oh. That's what's up with him. So this one god has his heart sitting under a mountain, and these four asshats found it and are now claiming to be godlike. I mean, that might be godlike. The Dwemer discovered the heart while building underground colonies. High Craft Lord Kagranek created enchanted tools intended to tap the power of the heart. The War of the First Council was fought to prevent this sacrilege. Kagranek's use of these tools and the disappearance of the Dwemer race marked the end of this war. Of the war. Okay. What can we glean from that? If the tools are meant to sever connection, in this case specifically, the tools will be used to sever the connection with Dagoth and the heart. Could the tools have severed the connection the Dwemer had with the mortal plane? It's just implied connection. Kagranek's tools were recovered by Lord Nerevar and Dagoth. Dagoth was left to guard the tools while Nerevar came to consult with us, his advisors. In Nerevar's absence, Dagoth experimented with the tools upon the heart and was corrupted. We returned to discover a deranged Dagoth who refused to turn over the tools. When he attacked us, we drove him away. We left Red Mountain with the tools, and subsequently, Sothasil discovered their secrets. That's the Sea of Sivi, yeah? Collectively, we used the tools to establish a connection with the heart, enabling ourselves to transform our mortal natures. Thus we became the Tribunal. Who wrote this? I'm assuming it's Vivek?
Yes.
Okay. Dagoth at one point said, "You struck me down for guarding the thing you told me to guard." I'm assuming that was the tools then. I wonder. I mean, like, he's not wrong. Dagoth had survived our attacks, and without the tools, in a manner not well understood, Dagoth also managed to establish a connection with the heart, and to transform himself into an immortal being. Our plan to destroy Dagoth also runs the risk of destroying the Tribunal. The plan is to permanently disrupt Kagranek's enchantments upon the heart, severing connections. I completely lost it. Connections with Dagoth and ourselves, and rendering us all once again mortal. A mortal Kagranek may then be destroyed by mundane means. Wait, what? A mortal Kagranek? Is this like a misspelling or a mistyping on the page? This doesn't make sense. A mortal Kagranek may then be destroyed by mundane means. What do you... Don't you mean Dagoth? They have not mentioned anything about Kagranek being a player here anymore. He's gone. This must be a mistake. This doesn't make any sense. The loss of godhood and the possible death of the Tribunal are judged a necessary risk and sacrifice. The normal procedure for establishing connection with the heart is a three-step process. The wearer of Wraithguard strikes the heart with the hammer Sunder, causing the heart to produce a pure tone. Then the wearer of the Wraithguard strikes the heart with the blade Keening, shattering the pure tone into a prism of tone shades. These tone shades are then imprinted upon the substance of the wearer of Wraithguard, giving him an immortal and divine nature. The Nerevarine will not be taught the secret rituals required to perform the third step. Instead, the Nerevarine will strike the heart with Keening for a second time, causing its tones to diverge into unstable patterns of interference. Further repeated strikes with Keening will further disrupt the tones, with the ultimate result of shattering and dispelling Kagranak's original enchantments, binding the heart, thereby severing the heart's links with Dagoth and with any surviving heart wights, and with the Tribunal. Destroying Kagranak's enchantments on the heart will also stop the corrupt effusion of the heart's divine power and end the blight on Morrowind. The Nerevarine will not be taught the secret rituals required to perform the third step. Huh. Would it be to strike it with the hammer again? Or maybe to take off Wraithguard? Because it says these tone shades are then imprinted upon the substance of the wearer of Wraithguard. Weird. Okay. And Vivek only told me to hit it twice with the blade. This is saying that you need to hit it like a third time with the blade. I wonder how I might learn this third step. Maybe Dagoth would tell me. The Nerevarine may be tempted to steal the power of the heart. Dagoth and Sothasil alone know this secret. Dagoth may, in extremity, propose to teach the Nerevarine to use Kagranak's tools to become a god. We doubt that the Nerevarine is fool enough to trust Dagoth and are content to take this risk. I don't know. I'm pretty fool, but he has been an asshole, and that's always very strong. Be warned, the Nerevarine cannot safely equip either Keening or Sunder unless wearing Wraithguard. The Nerevarine will be injured every moment while holding either of these artifacts unless protected by Wraithguard. Persistence will be rewarded with death. If Nerevarine can equip an item while not wearing Wraithguard and receive no injury, the item is a counterfeit. They're just trying to stop me from wearing them without the Wraithguard. They think I'm a pussy. They don't know my power. I probably have a potion that completely nullifies it.
What do you mean I need safety glasses while I use this?
One last note. Dagoth must not get hold of Wraithguard. The Nerevarine must prepare and use a recall or an Almcivi intervention if there is any risk of death or capture. The element of surprise. Dagoth will not expect you to destroy Kagranak's enchantments on the heart. He does not know it is possible. He would not do it himself, and he knows we have never tried it. He will not believe anyone would want to sacrifice the promise of such power. Further, advancement in House Dagoth, as in all great houses, is by challenge and confrontation within the hierarchy. The Nerevarines' challenges and defeats of Ash vampires in battles with the 6th House will be viewed in that light. Dagoth and his kin may assume the Nerevarines' ambition is to control the heart. Given that assumption, it is only reasonable that the Nerevarine would try to defeat each of Dagoth's subordinates in turn, working up to Dagoth. If the Nerevarine can defeat Dagoth and control the heart, so much the better. But logically, the Nerevarine would wish to rise as high in the hierarchy as possible before cutting a deal with the head of the house. Dagoth should try to recruit the Nerevarine into House Dagoth. It may be possible to pretend to join him, then betray him. However, any attempt to deceive him will be very risky. House Dagoth has a tradition of subterfuge and treachery, and because he is a deceiver, he will expect deception. Closing remarks. We place no compulsion upon the Nerevarine to adhere to the plans described here. We believe that they offer the best chance of destroying Dagoth, but we have also chosen to place our trust in the Nerevarines' judgment and skill. Frankly, we see no alternative. If there are doubts or questions, speak with Vivek. He has agreed to serve as the Nerevarines' guide and counselor for this campaign. It may be that if the Nerevarine succeeds, the tribunal will not survive. Such sentiments as might have been expressed to the tribunal should, in that case, be addressed to the land and people of Morrowind. May the happy convergence of fortune and prayer meet in our destiny. On behalf of Lady Almalexia and Lord Sothasil, Vivek.
You know, I'm glad they have shit like that in this game.
It's very
It's like huge volumes of text and stuff. Like,
well, it's also nice that they're thinking of the fact that like this character might write this all out and he might be extremely forthcoming, even if he's lying to me, even if they're trying to keep something from me, even by being so, excuse me, transparent. Like, it is very possible that within everything he just said, something in there was a lie. Man, look at me. Ain't I fantastic? I'm gonna take a little, actually no, I want to take a picture in front of, let's try and get one like right now. It's kind of rule of thirds this a little bit.